Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. A renovated intersection was officially reopened in Sun Valley, and with more bike lanes being added to this part of the city, residents will now be able to choose amongst different transportation options thanks to the increased safety this improvement provides. Take a look.
Today, we are finally reopening an intersection here in the community of Sun Valley on San Fernando and Arvilla. This is an intersection that's been closed for over 18 months, but we're creating a almost 5-mile completely protected bike path. It's going to have lighting, it's going to have bike bridges, it's going to have bike signals, it's going to upgrade pedestrian crossings, it's going to even have bike-specific signals.
Yeah, this intersection has been a tremendously problematic intersection for decades. It was a dangerous intersection before. It was an ugly intersection before. It was an intersection that really discouraged people from utilizing it for active transportation, like pedestrians and bicyclists.
Frankly, we've lacked a lot of these options and choices for residents, so we're really going to give people an option of how else to move. They might choose to get in their car, but they might choose to get on a bike, to walk, or to take advantage of the richer transit options that we're also creating.
Pues está muy favorable, me encanta cómo hicieron. Yo todos los días paso aquí en mi bicicleta, todos los días paso y me encantó eso que hicieron.
We wanted to do safety designs here that would not only improve this intersection, but also be a critical part of almost 5 miles of protected bike lanes that we're installing here along San Fernando Road. And we're coordinating all that with the safety of running a regional railroad through this area as well.
Really, we're incredibly excited about what this project can mean for this part of the city.
Learn about other improvements and updates in the San Fernando Valley by visiting Council President Krikorian's website, cd2.lacity.gov. Most people are uncertain of how to detect and help someone who is experiencing mental health struggles. The Central City Neighborhood Partners recently organized a mental health workshop to give Angelinos tools to identify signs of distress and seek appropriate help.
Our Peace and Healing Center just opened in February of 2023. It is a program that was initiated by the LA City Repair Zone. We partnered with the Department of Mental Health to bring an expert to talk to our families about how they can be on top of different topics that they may be facing with their children.
Bienvenida, Noemí. Bienvenida. Quiero participar en este programa porque debido a la pandemia han habido muchas cosas, muchos cambios, y especial en nuestros jóvenes. Muchos jóvenes están padeciendo de depresión, están padeciendo mucho de estrés. Entonces, en agarrar este curso a mí me va a ayudar para saber cómo entender más a mis hijos y cómo también poder ayudarlos. Y de diferentes formas, entonces podemos entender qué es lo que pasa con nuestros pequeños. A veces los confundimos con el comportamiento, pero tiene que ver más con un trastorno en la salud mental que con el comportamiento. Entonces, es importante estos talleres porque les da la oportunidad a ellos de poder identificar aquellas señales y poder buscar el apoyo que necesitan. Si los papás necesitan información o contactarse con alguien, tenemos el hotline del Departamento del Condado de Los Ángeles, que se los damos cada vez que damos talleres, y tenemos el 988, que si es alguien que está pasando por una situación muy difícil y necesita ayuda inmediata, puede marcar.
So I encourage you all to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also do a calendar of events every month so people are aware of the different topics that we're going to be focusing on.
Every Saturday night for 10 weeks, NoHo Summer Nights takes place at the North Hollywood Park. This community event series provides a chance for residents to relax and connect with each other while enjoying free concerts and artistic performances. The cameras of Channel 35 were there to capture the excitement.
I'm here at the grand kickoff of the NoHo Summer Nights, kicking off our concerts at North Hollywood Park. band that's known worldwide. We saw ballet dancers.
This is the NoHo Arts District, and so we celebrate the arts throughout the summer with all sorts of bands representing a broad cross-section of different cultures. We started NoHo Summer Nights here in North Hollywood Park 7 years ago, and it has been just such a wonderful tradition of bringing our community together for a fun evening, entirely for free, getting to know your neighbors, and also enjoying some of the incredible cultural resources that we have here in the North Hollywood area.
This is a totally new experience for both of us. Me and my girlfriend just decided to go out and enjoy the weather.
We wanted to check out the Summer Night Lights concert event, seeing people outside. You know, LA's getting some sun again, so it's good energy.
Bring a blanket, bring your pillow. We got food trucks, we got resource vendors. It's gonna be a fun summer nights here in North Hollywood. Bring the family, it's gonna be great for everyone.
The South Los Angeles community stepped out rocking rainbow colors to celebrate LGBTQ+ pride. With performances to enjoy and local business booths to discover, the community and its allies showed up to celebrate inclusion and love in a city that welcomes everyone. Check it out.
Today is an amazing day. It's South LA Pride. This is the 5th year in a row we've done this. We started in Lamert Park. We're now here at Michelle Obama Park. It's very exciting, a way to put our arms around the LGBT community, and people can be free to be out in public, in the park, in our community, and expect to be embraced and not repelled.
So the Los Angeles LGBT Center has been participating in South LA Pride now for the last 2 years. Thanks in big part to Councilmember Marquise Harris-Darson's support. People want to see people like themselves out in the community, having fun, being secure in their skin.
They have a lot of small businesses, live artists, and entertainment for people of all ages. It feels really good to be surrounded by community, surrounded by queer people and allies, and to be able to support them, to be able to meet new people.
Normally prides throughout the city are in other parts, West Hollywood, things like that. So having pride here in South LA is essential to having representation for all of our people.
Back then, I don't think we had such a presence, especially in our communities of color, Black and Latinos. We didn't have that visibility. We didn't have people on TV or in our communities really showing us that it's okay to be LGBTQ, be proud, and be celebrated. So that's what we're out here doing, we're celebrating.
This Pride Day is a great testament to what we can do together, the things we can overcome. We haven't been as welcoming as we should be. Today is a day to show our love.
Go LA Pride!
Pride is not about the rainbow, it's not about orientation, it's about being proud of all of who you are, 365, 7 days a week.
Mayor Karen Bass signs an updated emergency declaration. The Port of Los Angeles is awarded $233 million via state grants, and the 988 Lifeline now offers chat and text services in Spanish. These stories up next on CityBeat.
Mayor Karen Bass, joined by council leadership, signed an updated emergency declaration in response to the homelessness crisis in Los Angeles. The declaration pushes for the acceleration of contracts and projects to be completed, including temporary and affordable housing. The updated directive also allows the LA City Council to be more involved in collaborating with Mayor Bass's emergency authority. Since June, more than 1,600 units from 22 projects had an average of 37 days for planning approvals, which saves up to 6 months in construction time.
What it really does is separate out this crisis from something like a natural disaster like an earthquake, and it acknowledges that we're going to be here a while, and it allows us to work differently together in the long term.
For more information, visit mayor.lacity.gov. The state of California has awarded $233 million to the Port of Los Angeles to create a more efficient and sustainable supply chain. This funding will help the Port of LA by creating jobs, making the transfer of goods more efficient, and lowering the amount of carbonization. The money was announced by California Transportation Secretary Tokes Omashakin at a ceremony attended by SoCal Port officials. The grants will support infrastructure projects such as the Maritime Support Facility, a dedicated pedestrian bridge, and interchange improvements. For more information, visit portoflosangeles.org. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is now offering text and chat services in Spanish on a national scale. Previously known as the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 988 offers support 24/7 for people undergoing emotional afflictions. Nearly $1 billion has been invested in 988, which is part of the Biden-Harris administration's action to confront the nation's mental health crisis. At the event, which celebrated 988's first anniversary, additional services for LGBTQI+ youth and young adults were announced after a successful pilot program. For more info, visit 988lifeline.org.
This past weekend, people walking around Echo Park Lake were transported to Indonesia. The 42nd Lotus Festival was bursting with color, traditional dances, and lots of fun activities. Even I couldn't resist participating in the boat races with our Channel 35 team and connecting with fellow Angelinos.
So the Department of Recreation and Parks, in partnership with the Lotus Inc., has been putting on the Lotus Festival for well over 40 years. This is our 42nd year of hosting this festival here in beautiful Echo Park in Council District 13. Putting together events like this, where you bring in communities from throughout the city of Los Angeles to enjoy our parks and open spaces and introduce them to locations that they may have never been to. This is what we do in the department, not only in recreation, but also in community events like the Lotus Festival.
We have lotus flowers, the signal of growth. It's very heartwarming to make sure we have this festival for the community, to bring everybody out. Every year we select a different country. We're very happy and privileged to have Indonesia. We'll see, maybe we'll do a third year with them coming soon.
It's nice to see the community all come out here and support these festivals like this. It's very important that we can all come out together and enjoy a good time out here.
I was born in LA, but my mom from Bali. I'm so proud of Indonesia, so beautiful. I want to show that Baliness then it's so very, very incredible.
You can see here we have all amenities. We have paddle boats, we have dragon boats. We have a lot of different activities that help in to bring the community out. And that's really our goal as a community, is to have a safe environment for the community to enjoy all the activities that we provide in the Department of Recreation and Parks.
I encourage our community members watching here to visit laparks.org to get all of the information related to our events, programming, and different types of activities in the city.
Did you know that most bubbles form when a thin layer of water is trapped between two layers of soap molecules? Aware of the fascination for them, the Los Angeles Public Library held its annual Bubblemania event where kids could participate by blowing or even standing inside bubbles. Check it out.
Bubblemania is part of our Summer Reading Challenge. It's an event that we have annually at the Los Angeles Public Library is to promote the retention of literacy and everything that the children have learned throughout their school year. They are going to make giant bubbles, so we're just going to see a lot of magic. Join us. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's educational. All of our events are free for all families.
I work for Bubblemania company. It's a very big company that's doing bubble for almost 3 decades. Big giant bubble.
Bubblemania show was amazing. I think that the kids really enjoy it. As you know, it's kids and bubbles. I mean, we're kids that love bubbles. I think that they enjoy the learning aspect of it. It's a really excellent experience overall. And you know, they had a good time and it was pretty interactive. I definitely recommend it.
From making water bubbles indoors to summer pool parties, stick around for refreshing activities in this week's Things to Do. Repujado in Spanish, or repoussé in French, is a craft dating back to the 12th century, which consists of creating a relief in a metal piece. As part of their summer reading program, the Los Angeles Public Library organized a Repujado workshop where attendees created beautiful reliefs in tin plates using a stylus.
Today we're conducting one of our free classes. It's a Repujado workshop that is Mexican tin art. We're creating a relief in metal using a stylus.
And what they have to do, they have to copy the design that I already prepared for them. I start with an easy design, they copy it, and then they have to outline it the second time on the back, and then they have to push it out, the relief. So that way it makes a beautiful designs.
I joined the Summer Reading Challenge and I noticed that one of the activities was to complete a workshop. So we decided to sign up for this one. But this was really fun just to learn something new.
I love to see that the students were very enthusiastic about their work. They did the best of themselves, and I told them, you want a nice project, you have really to work for it. That's what they did. Some of them, they really surprised me with their beautiful pieces. It's very enjoyable to see how, you know, the young ones and the old ones, they're participating and they all get too deep into their work, and I love that.
We offer free programs for children, adults, and teens. We consider the library a secondary place of education. You can come here and take an art class, you can learn a new skill, and meet people. If you'd like to pull up a full list of our events at each of our locations, visit lapl.org/events. There you'll find everything we've got going on, and you can select your home branch to find out what's local to you.
In this week's feature story, our own Anita Bennett sits down with the Drug Enforcement Agency's Bill Bodner and trauma surgeon Dr. Reginald Jones. These experts share their views on our city's drug epidemic and the need to alert the younger generations of the dangers associated. Let's hear the story.
Fentanyl overdose deaths have surged more than 1,200% in Los Angeles County since 2016. Joining us to talk about LA's drug epidemic are Bill Bodner, special agent in charge of the DEA here in LA, and trauma surgeon Dr. Reginald Jones. Do these numbers surprise you at all?
They don't, unfortunately, surprise me because I've seen it building since 2016. It's a drug threat, the likes of which we've never seen. Fentanyl appearing almost throughout the illicit drug supply chain now. 2 drug cartels in Mexico are manufacturing the drug, the Sinaloa cartel and the Jalisco New Generation cartel. The chemicals to make the drug come from China They go to Mexico. The drugs are manufactured in Mexico. The reality is those pills are 50 times more powerful than heroin.
50 times more powerful than heroin?
Correct.
If you were to take heroin, if you took a penny and you covered its surface, it would take 3 pennies to give you an overdose on heroin, pure heroin. Fentanyl, if you took 1 penny and covered Abraham Lincoln's forehead, that would be the lethal dose of fentanyl.
Sometimes with teenagers, when you don't have that opiate tolerance, it takes much less of the drug to harm you or kill you. And right now, we're seeing 60% of the fake pills that are out there, available on social media, available on the street, 60% of them now, by our laboratory testing, have more than 2 milligrams of fentanyl.
How do you let people know this is so dangerous?
I think that the more we get it out into the vehicles by which the young people use, social media and things like that, we can get the word out. But we have the people that are out, the prints and the individuals, the stars that have succumbed to fentanyl overdoses or things that have been commingled with fentanyl.
You can't just tell a teenager, don't do this. You have to provide information and empower them to make their own decision. If we don't give them information, we can't necessarily expect them to make the right decision about dangerous drug use.
Adopt a furry friend at Monty and Friends Pet Adoption Drive. Attend one of the many citywide aquatic summer pool parties, or enjoy one of Levitt Pavilion's free summer concerts. All this up next on Things to Do.
Los Angeles Animal Services wants to help you find your new best friend at the Monty and Friends Pet Adoption Drive. Cats and dogs of different breeds and sizes will be available for immediate adoption at Echo Park Lake. All the animals are spayed or neutered, vaccinated, licensed, and microchipped. The Monty and Friends Pet Adoption Drive is also a great place to find a new pet toy or other fun accessories for your new family member. Join in all the furry fun at the Echo Park Lake Recreation Center on Sunday, July 30th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For all the details, log on to laanimalservices.com. The Los Angeles Department of Recreation and Parks wants to help you cool off from the summer heat. Join in the citywide aquatic summer pool parties held at various public pools around Los Angeles. The party runs through the end of August, so feel free to join in multiple celebrations, especially while the summer weather is hot. There will be music, activities, games, and even food to keep up with a pool party vibe. Enjoy the summer sun in a safe environment with lifeguards and plenty of supervision. The summer pool parties are free and open to the public. For dates and to find a pool near you, log on to laparks.org. The Levitt Pavilion Free Concert Series continues to get Angelinos out on the dance floor. Don't miss 3 nights of live music as the mid-season party kicks into high gear. Friday, July 28th features Algeria's desert rock quintet Imarhan, where you'll hear the traditional sounds of the Tuareg people. Saturday, July 29th brings soul, hip-hop, and the music of Motown with Mona Lisa, Inca One, Ben Diggin, DJ Analog, and Mantron. The party continues on Sunday, July 30th with the West Africa rhythms of Weedy Brema and the Hands of Time. Don't miss the Levitt Pavilion Free Concert Series, July 28th, 29th, and 30th in MacArthur Park. For more information on the full concert series, log on to levittlosangeles.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.